Welcome back to Aunt Susie's Kitchen. Today we are going to be making this beautiful garden vegetable cream cheese. You can spread it on your toasted bagel, on regular toast, eat it as a dip with crackers or vegetables. The possibilities are endless. So let's gather our ingredients and head to the kitchen. So the ingredients for this are very simple, things you probably have around the house already. I have a couple of peppers. These are just sweet bell peppers. You can use jalapeno, spicy, whatever you like. We like ours mild, so we're just going to use these sweet peppers. I have a red onion, a little bit of table salt. This time of year, I don't have any fresh herbs, but if I did, I would probably use some chives and or green onion. But I do have some dried thyme and some dried mint from my garden, so we're going to go ahead and use that. And this part is very simple. I'm just going to prep the vegetables, and I'm just going to slice away the flesh. Put them to the side. These vegetables have all been washed and dried, and of course don't forget to remove those little labels that they put on them in the grocery store. I still don't understand why they do that, but I guess they have to, whatever. Make sure that you remove all of this white. This is the pith from inside, this membrane. It's very bitter, so you want to definitely not include that in what you're making anytime you use peppers. And what I like about this spread, or whatever you want to call it, my kids actually use it for dip. They'll use it for a vegetable dip or crackers, but my husband just loves it on his bagels, on a nice toasted bagel. And very simple to make, and there's no reason to spend the amount of money that they charge you in the bagel shop for these, which I'm sure, that's fast and convenient. But we like to buy bagels in bulk and then use, one or two in the morning and then throw some in the freezer, already sliced, wrapped in foil, so that whenever we want them, we just throw them in the toaster oven. And, within 10 minutes, you've got a nice hot bagel, and it's great to have this cream cheese in the refrigerator to put on it. So I'm just going to go ahead and chop the rest of these vegetables, and then we'll come back and do the next step. Okay, so all of the vegetables are chopped, and I have about 2 cups here. And so the ratio that I like to use is about a cup or so per pound of cream cheese. We're going to do 2 pounds of cream cheese today. So I have probably a little more than 2 cups of vegetables chopped. And I chopped them finely, but I'm still going to put them in my mini chopper, because what I want to do is I want to break the skin on the surface and let some of these vegetable juices release, because that's really it's going to do 2 things. Obviously, it's going to flavor the cream cheese, but it's also going to help loosen up that thick cream cheese consistency. Okay, so we broke those chunks down just a little bit further. I don't want them, like I said, pulverized. I just want them maybe like salsa consistency, right before salsa consistency, because I don't want a lot of liquid in there, but I just want to, break them down just a little bit so that that flavor really permeates through the cream cheese. The next thing we want to do is get our cream cheese. So like I said, I have 2 pounds here, and they've been out for maybe the last half an hour. So they're pretty much at room temperature. But what I want to do is I have this in a glass bowl because I'm going to put this in the microwave now. And I'm actually going to use my defrost setting, because what I want to do is I really want to get the core of this cream cheese down to room temperature so that I can easily get it to the point where I can spread it and mix these vegetables in. So I'm going to probably put it on defrost and maybe do 1-minute increments until it's the consistency that I want. So this was in there for about 50 seconds on defrost, and you can see how very quickly it's becoming spreadable, and that's what we're looking for, because it's difficult otherwise to mix any other ingredients in unless it is nice and soft. And you don't want to cook it, so please be careful. We're not making cheesecake today. That's a different video for a different day. I'm going to put this in probably for another 30 seconds, and then I think it's going to be perfect. Remember, we're using a defrost setting. Okay, so I think we have the perfect consistency. Look at that. And again, it's not hot, so please make sure you don't cook your cream cheese. And if for some reason it should get a little too warm in there, that's fine. Just take it out and put it in the refrigerator and let it cool for a minute or two, because you really don't want it too warm. We're not trying to cook the vegetables. Okay, so let me get that bowl that has all of those great vegetables inside it. And we're going to put them in there, just like that. And again, this is preference. You want less, you put less. You want more, you put more. I'm going to put a little bit of salt, maybe about a teaspoon. And I'm going to use some dried herbs. And like I said, these are herbs from my garden. They're just from last summer. And I find that if I crush them in between my hands like that, breaks them down a little bit, and then also releases all of their wonderful flavors. This is mint. The first one I did was thyme. Wonderful. And everybody thinks that when you cook with mint, it's going to leave behind that spearmint taste, and it really doesn't. It has a beautiful, bright, earthy note, and I really encourage you, if you've never used it as an herb in a savory dish, to please try, because I think you're going to love it. Okay, mix this up. It smells amazing. And you see how quick and easy that was. Now this, when I'm done, I'll put in a glass container and I'll put it in the refrigerator. And like I said, my kids will use it for everything. My husband likes it just on his bagel, but my kids love it on everything, from crackers to pretzels to apples, vegetables, and everything in between. And you can do so many different variations of this too. If you know there's other vegetables you like, don't be afraid to use them. I like these vegetables because once you chop them, the water content is perfect. I don't think mushrooms would fare well. There's too much water in them. I don't think any type of squash would fare well. Way too much water, and after a few days, they'll probably start breaking down, and that's not what you want. If you like smoke lox, you can put some in here at this point, chop them up and just fold them in. That would be delicious. And you can use some fresh dill when you do that. Possibilities are endless. I have seen this recipe done omitting the peppers, use the red onion, use a little bit of crab meat and some fresh herbs and whatever seasoning you like, a little Old Bay, a little lemon, and then serve this warm. That makes a delicious dip. And you do that with some nice crusty slices of Italian bread. So this is earmarked for a bagel. So let me go grab that bagel and we're going to put this all together and see how it came out. And right on cue, my husband has brought me his bagel that has just come out of the toaster oven. So it's a little bit warm and I'm going to get it ready for him. What he doesn't know is I'm probably going to take a big bite out of it so I could see how this came out. But look at how amazing this looks. Look at that. Initially, I wasn't having a bagel this morning, but I think I might change my mind. Look at that. Does that look delicious or what? Warm bagel with cream cheese on top. It's going to start melting underneath, and then all of those vegetables in there. I cannot wait to take a bite. Let's check it out. That's delicious. You can taste the onions just a little bit in the back. Not too much. That's why I like to use the red onion. They have a more mild flavor to them than a white onion does. a white or a yellow onion would break down too much and probably cause this to be a little overwhelming. But this red onion is perfect. And the more it sits, the more flavors that are going to impart in that cream cheese, and those herbs are going to come through. And oh, this is an absolute winner. So I encourage you to get in the kitchen, make this, make any variation of this you like, whatever your family likes. Just make it together and enjoy it together, and make lots of happy memories. And make sure you come back and see us. Come and visit us on YouTube. We are Aunt Susie's Kitchen, of course. Hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss a video. And then if you want to go over to social media, we're Aunt Susie's Kitchen on Facebook, Aunt Susie's Kitchen on Instagram. And that's it. Thanks so much for coming by. We always enjoy having you here. And like we always say, when you stop in and see us, you know that there's always something good cooking in Aunt Susie's Kitchen. Ciao for now.